Hi colleagues, in my previous video I showed you how to import Decado data into CleanSoft. Now in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to import monthly data into CleanSoft. Note that it is strongly advisable to import the actual observation data, not the summarized data, because CleanSoft is capable of producing those summaries from the actual data or from the raw data. Now, in case you don't have raw data or actual data, this is when now you can decide to import such data into CleanSoft. This is very important. So you have to import actual data or detailed data or actual data or raw data instead of summarized data. But in case you don't have actual data or raw data, this is when now you can decide to import and save your summarized data into CleanSoft. So here I'm going to take you through the process of importing monthly data into CleanSoft, and here I have an example of monthly data. So here example number one or scenario number one is a case of monthly data whereby element codes are in one column. As you can see, this is element code 5, which is precipitation, code 2, which is maximum temperature, and code 3 for minimum temperature for one station. This is only one station, so you can have a lot of stations. So this is the year. So our data starts from 1960 up to 1970. 1960 to 1970, and this is January up to December. So this data can be imported successfully without any problem into CleanSoft. So this is a structure of file whereby elements are in one, all the elements are in one column. Now there is another structure of monthly data whereby elements codes are in different columns. As you can see, this is a maximum column, minimum column, and precipitation column. So they are in different columns. It's not like the previous one. So I'm going to show you how you can import such files as well. So let's start. Remember, before you start the import process, that CleanSoft cannot import an Excel file. So to be able to import a file, you have to convert that file from Excel to CSV or comma delimited value. So how to do this? Open the file in Excel, and then you go to File, then you save in the same folder, and then you change the format and you select CSV comma delimited value. So this one is saved and will be ready for the importation. So what about the next one? This one as well. Open it and then go to File, Save As, the same folder, and then you can change the file type to CSV or comma delimited value. Yes, and then you can close. So our files now are available now into CSV, ready to be imported into CleanSoft. So close here, and then the next step, you launch CleanSoft software, log in using your name, username, and password, and then go to data transfer icon, and then select the menu external data, go to text files, and here come down here to monthly data, because here we are going to import data whereby all the elements are in one column. So select monthly. Here you select the file. Yes, all the elements are in one column. And then here you can select here to view your data. Now here it is very important to look at your data. You can scroll up and down, right and left to check your data, the shape of your data. And now where your data are starting. So your data here, by default, your data start at row 1, which is not correct. So this is row 1, row 2. So your data start, row 1 is the header, row 2 is the where your data starts. So select that my data start at row 2. So that means CleanSoft will pick from here, it will not pick the header. So number 2, you need now to match the column headers for your data. So like here, header 1, you come here under column header settings, you select column 1 is station ID, you match with station ID. Column 2, you match with element code. Column 3, you match with year. And then as you can see, January start at column 4 up to December. So now column 4, you pick January, which means 1. So column 4, it is January. 5, Feb. 6, March. 7, April. 8 is May. You can scroll to view your data. 9 is June. 10 is July. 11 is August. 12 is September. 13 is October. 14 is November. And then finally 15 is December. That's it. So as you can see, you've done the matching. So your data is in a good shape now. The next step is to load your data. But before loading your data, you need to save this column header specification because you can reuse it again. So this is for single. But here you want to save the headers. The header. And then you save in the same folder because you can use this header as well for another if you want to load another type of data. So here you are done. The next step is now to load your data. Remember, the remove scaling is ticked because our data will go into the observation in issue without decimals. So that's why we ticked the remove scaling. That is very important. So we want our data to be imported without decimals. So here we are ready. So the last step is to load our data. Then after loading our data, we'll go and check if really our data were imported successfully. Remember, our station is this one. We have only one station, which is 2016-2100. If you scroll down, you find that we have only one station. So let's click on the load button and see what will happen. Load. So the system is loading your data and it has done. So the next step is to check if our data were loaded successfully. So how to go about? Close this window, close this one again. At the main menu, go to administration menu, go to update observations, put the name of the station code of your data, 2100. So this is the station, the data for this station was imported. So remember our data is in the observation initial table, and then here you can select the elements. So starting with element 2. And remember our data started from 1960 up to 1970, from January to December. And then when you view, you see that our data were imported successfully, and it was saved under different dates of the month, end of the month. Like this month was Feb, so our data was saved under this day. And as you can see, our data were imported successfully, and this flag mean accumulated, and this mean this data is for the period is accumulation for 30 days, or the average for 30 days, because this is element 2, which is maximum temperature. So if you check also for the minimum temperature and view, you see you have also for the minimum temperature. You can also check for the precipitation as well. If you view, you see you have also your monthly precipitation data. These are totals. Okay, that's it. So let's go back and load our next type of data. Remember, our next type of data is a monthly data, whereby now the structure of our data is multiple. So our elements are now in multiple columns. So such data, we're going to see how to load such type of data, whereby now elements are no longer in one column, but now are in different columns. So close this file, launch CleanSoft, username and password. And remember your data is for which period and which station. This is very important. This multiple, yes, multiple. So our station is 10, 10, 11, 00. So which is totally different from the previous one. So okay, so go to CleanSoft, data transfer, external data, text files. And now this is because now our data is, our elements are in multiple columns, multiple element columns, so are in different columns. Our elements have got each one column. So we are going to select this multiple element columns. And since our data is a monthly data, we are going to select the file first of all. So our file is here, is for monthly data, multiple columns. Even the title shows multiple columns. Our data is not decade, but it is monthly data. And then you view your file. And then now, your data starts at row 2 by default, is it? You need to confirm this row 1, row 2. So, okay, which is correct. So remove scaling, it is okay. Your data will be imported without scale. You have to tick this one. So our next step is to match our column headers. So our first column This column header settings. First column is here. This station ID. Match with station ID. Second column is what? Years. Match with year. Third column is what? Month. Match with month. And then our fourth column is T maximum. T maximum. Remember T maximum is called 2. Then fifth is T minimum, which is code number 3. And then lastly, code number 6 is precipitation, which is code number 5. So you've matched correctly. So before loading your data, you need to save this header because we never know, you can reuse this one. So click here, save, and select monthly data, multiple element column. But here it is header. And remember the extension is SCH, that means schema. You save in the same folder because you can reuse this as well. So you can scroll down to check your data if they are in good shape. And remember, our data starts from 1960 up to 1970. Yeah. So here we are just seeing few data. So that's it. So our last step is to click on the load date. Once all the settings are okay, you need to load your data now. So click on the load to start the loading process. The system is loading very fast. The system has completed. So in case of any error, the system will be able to display somewhere here. Okay, so next what we do, we go and check really if our station 10101100 for this year 1960 up to 1970 had got data in our system. So what to do, close this window, close this one, go to administration, then update observations menu, type your station, which is 10101100, start with element 2. Remember your data start from 1960, my data rather, to 1970, January to December. And my data is in this tab, observation initial. So if I view, you see my data were imported successfully. So you can go down, as you can see, all the years are there. All the months are here. Now my data were saved under these dates because they are monthly data. Thank you very much for watching.